So I replaced the shift shaft seal in this transmission, and I reused what's supposed to be a reusable gasket, and I've got a leak somewhere. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a drip right there. So I am going to take this off, drain it again, take it off, and I'm going to put RTV sealant on it because, well, that wasn't very tight, because I don't know whether there's something wrong with this reusable gasket, or possibly I'm just afraid to tighten it too much because I am afraid of stripping out the bolts, or maybe because I'm now in my late 70s. Maybe what I think is tight isn't nearly as tight as what it was when I was younger. But whatever the thing, I'm gonna drain this and put just a RTV sealant in it. So I'm gonna let that drain. In the meantime, I'll find the tools I need to take the pan off. And I don't know if I'm going to video that whole thing because it's just unscrewing some bolts. But I'll be back when I decide. So there I've got my pan. It's already, I've got the RTV on it, set to go up. I'm going to do one last quick wipe of the fluid off of the place it has to mate to, and try to get that up there pretty quick so that I don't get fluid in the RTV. See, this keeps dripping here. That's what I got to be careful of, that I get that maybe before the fluid gets in there. I'll leave that there and take it down at the last second. The difficulty I'm going to have is starting these threads quickly. And holding on to the bolts. Since this promises to be a struggle, I'm just not going to record it. So the instructions on the RTV say that you're to put that on until you can see it squeeze, let it dry for an hour, and then torque it to specs. What I'm going to do, that again, I won't video it, but I'm going to take each of those bolts out one at a time, put a little bit of RTV on the threads to make sure if there's any thread that goes into the case and is open on the inside, that no fluid can come out that case. But like I said, I will wait an hour, and one at a time I'll put a little bit of RTV on the threads, put them in, tighten them up, and hopefully we're good to go. Okay, so I took the first 3 bolts out. They all had RTV on them from it squeezing in from where I put it around the holes. So the rest of them I just tightened. So trying to see, get the edge of this pan here. And as you can see right in this area, the amount of RTV that's squeezed out is minimal. It's enough. It's a fairly neat job as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to go with that, and we have to wait 24 hours before we can put fluid in it and see whether it leaks.